Minister S Jaishankar has taken a sharp dig at some European countries, saying India is looking for partners and not preachers who do not practice the same principles at home. He also said that Europe was getting a reality check as it was finally seeing the realities of multipolarity today. Remember, the External Affairs Minister was speaking at the Arctic Circle India Forum 2025, where he also highlighted India's role in global politics, saying any consequential event in any corner of the world matters to the country.
When we look out at the world, Samir, we look for partners. We don't look for preachers. Particularly preachers who don't practice at home what they preach abroad. And I think some of Europe is still struggling with that problem. Some of it is changing. If we are to develop a partnership, there has to be some understanding, there has to be some sensitivity, there has to be a mutuality of interest, and there has to be a realization of how the world works.
Srinjoy Chaudhary joins us on the broadcast to get us a perspective on the External Affairs Minister's statement. Srinjoy, a strongly worded statement by the Indian External Affairs Minister, but not the first time. He said it earlier as well, that Europe thinks its problems are the world's problems, but it doesn't care about this part of the world. Once again, the similar sentiment being echoed by the External Affairs Minister.
Yes, this time he gave Europe passing marks. He said pass marks because he said some of Europe has changed, but other bits of Europe have to change. Now that's really true. There has to be an understanding in Europe about India's predicament, about India's problems. And it cannot be through a prism that's Europe. It also has to be seen through how India is seeing it at this point. And this statement has come after Pahalgam. This statement has come after the saber rattling that Pakistan has indulged in all these days after that. It has come at a time when China is a seriously important power, economic and military. And it comes at a time when India is rising and hopes that it will have its friends in Europe to support it. And India wants friendship, India wants support, but India does not want to be told. We have enough problems in life, we have dealt with them, and we don't want to be told what to do, is what Jaishankar believes. Right. And this is what irks India, and this is what irks S Jaishankar, the External Affairs Minister, the most, to be told what is right for India. India knows what is right for India, and India will do what is right for India. India does not have to be told what is right for India.
That's right, Srinjoy, and that is something that the government has been talking about, strategic autonomy in dealing with the world. Thanks very much, Srinjoy Chaudhary, for joining us at the moment. Viewers, let's listen in to what Dr. Jaishankar said about Europe and what it thinks of the world's problems.
When we look out at the world, Samir, we look for partners. We don't look for preachers. Particularly preachers who don't practice at home what they preach abroad. And I think some of Europe is still struggling with that problem. Some of it is changing. If we are to develop a partnership, there has to be some understanding, there has to be some sensitivity, there has to be a mutuality of interest, and there has to be a realization of how the world works.